welcome back to the career platform. I am Anuradha, your maths teacher. I come with a video of class 7th introduction data handling, that is the chapter number 3rd. Okay, here you can see this chapter number 3. Here what is data and what is handling? You know data. Okay, students have some marks, so these are the data. In office also we had some notes, like we have some phone number, email ID, so that is the data for the employers in the office. Okay, that is the data. Data means here data means collection of information. Okay, so this is the data. We had the collection of information. Some information was there. Okay, like we have the students' marks, that in English, Hindi, maths, EVS. Out of 20 they get like 16, 15, 20, 20. Okay, so out of 20 students get this marks, like in English they get 16, Hindi 15, maths 20, EVS 20. So this is the example of data. So this is the data of the students. So this is the collection of information of the students. Okay, that they have scored this marks. Okay, so this is the data. Now handling. Handling means this information in a very good manner, means in a very sequence manner. These are the handling. We have to handle this information in a very sequence way. Or we can say that to handle the data in a beautiful manner. Okay. Like for example, they are given like these are the numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 5, 7. Okay, you can see here that 4 have 2 times here. Okay, this is the data they had given. So in a very beautiful manner we have to write this. So here you can write like this: 4. How many 4s are there? 1 and 2, that is 2. Okay, this is the frequency. Maybe the student marks out of 10 they are giving. Okay, so here it is marks. This is the frequency. Here 2. How many 2s are there? 1, 2. Only 2 are there. Okay. Now 7, you can count 1, 2. 7 is also 2. Like this, 6, 1 and 2. 6 is marks, frequency. 6, 2. Okay. 5, how many 5s are there? 3. Okay, here 5 is have the frequency 3. So this is the tabular form of the data handling. So like this we handle this data, means this is the data and this is the tabular form for the data. Okay, so this is the total data handling. Now students, I had taken some example here. This is the data given to us. Okay, here out of 10 they had given the marks, maybe 5, 7, 7, means in each student having different marks, that is 5, 7, 7, 6, 4, 5, 5, 8, 8, 9. Okay, how many students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For 10 students they had given marks. Okay, here, so I will introduce you the tally marks. What is the tally mark here? Tally marks. For 1, we denote tally marks like this. Okay, for 2, like we have to draw the 2 lines here. For 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 lines. For 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the tally marks. We will use this tally marks in our tabular form. Okay, for denoting frequency. Here 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 diagonal line. This is the 5 for tally marks. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this you have to draw the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And for 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for up to 10, these are the tally marks. Now we will draw the tabular form for this example. Here you have to write marks here, then tally marks, then frequency. This is the tabular form. How we handle the data, like this we handle the data. Okay, here number 1 is 5, so you can see 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so frequency is 3, so tally marks will be based on frequency 1, 2, 3, right? Now come to next one, that is 7. How many 7 are there? 1, 2, here 2, 1, 2. Okay, now come to 6. 6 is only 1, so this is 1. Okay, now come to here 4. 1, 1. 8, 2. 1, 2, 2. So how much we have to mark the tally marks based on the frequency. If frequency is 3, we have to put up lines 3. I had told you earlier how you mark the tally marks 1 to 10. Okay, here it is 9. How many 9s are there? 1. So you have to write like this in the tabular form. Now students, come to the next topic. What is the next topic here? We have some important terms in this chapter: range, mean, median and mode. This 4 terms is very important in this chapter. Okay, range. What is range? Highest value minus lowest value. If you have to find the range, you have to subtract this highest value minus lowest value. Like for example, If we have 6, 2, 4, 8, 7. Okay, so which is the highest value here? 8. 8 minus what is the lowest value here? This is the 2. Okay, so 8 minus 2 is 6, right? So our range for this example is 6. This is the range. Like this you have to find the range. Now come to the second part, that is mean. Second term is mean. Okay, I can write like this. You can better understand like this. I had range means highest value minus lowest value. Okay, mean means sum of all observations upon number of observations. Median is the middle value. And mode is which has the highest frequency or most repeating values. Okay, so I am taking example. This is the definition for all 4 terms. Okay, so I am taking example here. Six, 2, 3, 6, 4. Okay, I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Okay, so here highest value is 6. So 6 minus lowest term is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so this is the range for this term. For the same example, I will calculate the mean. Okay, so here it is the formula sum of all observations. So these are the observation, we have to sum all. Okay, 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 4 divide by number of observations. So number of observation, how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I am taking 5 values. Here 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 3 plus 2 is 5. 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. So 21 divided by 5. 5 4s are 20 and 0.5 2s are 10. So 4.2 is the mean for this numbers. Okay, here for the median we have to arrange the values in ascending order. You know the ascending order from small to big, from smallest number to big number. So here you can see the smallest number is 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. So median value, you can see that in the 5 terms middle value is 4. So the median is 4. 4 is the answer. Okay. Now come to the last one is the mode. Mode means highest frequency or most repeating values. So here you can see that most repeating is 2 have 1. 2 has written in one time. 3 is in 1 time, 4 is 1 time, and 6 is 2 times. So most repeating value is 6. So here most repeating values is 6 here. So mode is equal to 6. Like this you have some problems in exercise 3.1. So you have to calculate the range, mean, median and mode. So this is the important terms. Now student, next topic, we will come to the next topic, that is the bar graph. Okay, this is also a very important topic. You can score very well in the bar graph. Okay, here bar graph. What is the bar graph? Here we have to represents the data in the form of in the graph in the form of bars in the graph. Okay, so you know how to use in the graph. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay, this is the graph we know, and we have to represent bar like this. This is a bar. It can be given according to year, crop production, according to students' marks. Okay, you can easily score the score values in this bar graph. Okay, so this is the, I am taking one example. There are two types of graphs. Two types. Number one is single bar graph. Number second is double bar graph. Okay, so in the single bar graph, I am taking some example here. For example, here it is given marks, subject. Okay, so here out of 10 they had means 4 subject like English, Hindi, Maths, EVS. Okay, these are the 4 subject. 7, 8 out of 10 they are counting. 9, maybe 9, here EVS 10. Okay, so this is the, we had given some example for plotting the graph. So here I am making the graph. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Okay, so in the y-axis we plot the marks. So this is the 0, we know here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, here 10. So this is the gap of 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10 is a gap of 1. So here you can write, this is y-axis, this is for marks, and this is x-axis for subject. You can see we have the subject English having marks 7. So here we have to plot in front of 7 here. This is English. Like this you have to plot the graph up to 7 according to scale. Okay, here Hindi 8 means we are plotting here for Hindi 8. maths 9, and EVS is 10. Okay, now you can look, this is a single bar graph. Okay, we had plotted the bar graph very easily according to the subject and marks. Here y-axis is for marks and subject is here in the x-axis. So like this you have plot the single bar graph. Now if you have to plot double bar graph, maybe you are getting here for semester 1, for semester 2, like we have to test for cycle 1, cycle 2 like this. So here 8, 6, 5, here not 5, like this they get in semester 2. Okay, so here you can plot I will plot again for that. In semester 1 it is 7, okay, in semester 2 it is 8. So you have to plot this double bar graph. This is for semester 1, okay, and this is for semester 2. You can make any design. Okay, here for x-axis English. For Hindi we can see here 8 and 6. So here it is 8 and 6. This is for semester 2 and this is for semester 1. Like this we have maths and EVS. So for maths it is 9 and 7. So here 9 and here it is 7. For EVS it is 10 and 8. 8 is here. Like this you have to plot easily in your bar graph, okay, according to scale. So you have to write here also. This is for semester 1 and this is for semester 2. Okay, and scale is 1 centimeter. Like this you have to denote for plotting the bar graph. So like this is the single and double bar graph. I have taken another example that marks and subject out of 100, if they had given out of 100. For English it is 67, Hindi 75, Maths 88, EVS 95. So how you have to draw? To draw like this, You have to scale y-axis according to the numbers. In the previous example, I had taken scale as 1 centimeter. You can scale up to 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter according to the marks given or number given. Here it is out of 100, and if I take here 0, then 10, 20, 30, 40, okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100, right? So my scale is of 10 centimeter, means in the middle 10 to 20 it is 15 centimeter. So like this you have to plot 67. Okay, 67 means somewhere here in between 60 and 70, sorry, in between 60 and 70. So here 67 maybe somewhere here, so you have to plot like this for 67 English. For Hindi it is 75, means somewhere between 70 and 80, it is in the middle. Okay, so this is your bar graph plot like this. Hindi 88, it is nearer to 90, so this is 88 for maths. EVS it is 95, somewhere here. This is for EVS. This is x-axis. Here it is marks. Here it is subject. Okay, so bar graph is a scale equal to 10 centimeter you have to write. Okay, in the gap of 10 we had written here. Like way in the gap of 20 you can draw in the gap of 20 centimeter also. Okay, like this you have to draw according to the number given. Okay, this is the example of bar graph. Okay students, come next topic is probability. We know what is the probability. Probability means getting a chance. Okay, if you have a chance, in our daily life also we are getting chance for a minute or for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, this is a like this only. If we, I am giving an example, if you toss a coin, okay, if you toss a coin, it may be head or it may be tail. You don't know what it will come, so it is a chance. So this is the meaning of the probability. For rolling a die, rolling a dice. Okay, we know like this we had dice. Okay, some like okay, dice is like we had played the Ludo game also, they have some dice. Okay, so how many numbers are there in that dice? That is 6. So total outcomes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that chance it may be come to 2, it may come 6, it may come 4, 5 or 1. So this is the probability we have to solve for that. Okay, so what is the formula for probability? Number of favorable outcomes number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Means here if the probability of head is number of favorable outcomes is head, so here 1 and total number of outcomes is 2, so 1 by 2 is the probability. Like this we will solve in this chapter. Okay, so this is the last topic, probability. Okay students, this is my introduction video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe this channel. In the next video I will come with the exercise 3.1. Till then, bye and take care.